And then another one is George Kavicilis, who had his journey, his sacred experience up through the dimensions. And it's kind of a rare thing, I'm thinking. And he went all the way up through and got on the other side of the universe. And this is but one universe among many. I like the bubble theory, you know, like soap bubbles, just all universes together like that. Kismet, little rascal, you stay in here. He won't do that unless I'm recording. It's funny. Or maybe on the phone. Okay, so where was I with the universes? He went up beyond the universe. And he explains in, I think he calls it our journey and the Great Deception. He explains in an earlier video how he got the sense that within this universe, the one that we're used to conceiving of as God is God, all right, but it's more the God of this universe that we've been interacting with. Now, this isn't like an ET or anything like that. It's not like a person or a being like that. But anyway, he went beyond. And I like his realization that suns and planets and stars and so on, they are beings. They do have a consciousness. It's not like the consciousness of a person, but they can commune with us. They can communicate with us, and I've found them happy to do so. I mean, I don't go bebopping around, knocking on a planet and saying, "Hey, Neptune, how you doing today?" I don't treat things quite that way. I'm not the adventurous puppy. That's okay. That's okay. No, no, no. You hear that noise out there? Sounds like somebody's got an old hot rod motorcycle or something. Something that needs a muffler. Anyway, so totally lost my place, but that's all right. So it just blows your conception of God for a while, and you become consciousness itself, and you realize it's divine. And then, like Keisha says, little grandmother says, we are the great I am. We are all gods and goddesses, and we just forgot. And so we go through so much, and that's the blessing and the benefit of time. I never thought I would be talking like this. It's ridiculous, but it's true. I do. I have a respect and an appreciation for what time has been for us. It has enabled us to do and be and grow so much, and to take things apart and to take them a bit at a time so that it's not so tremendously overwhelming. We have overwhelming stages of things, but overall, it's really nice to feel things integrating. You know, you can drop things in heart and let them be and just let them percolate there for a while. And you'll sense it, you'll feel it when it's time to move on. And you'll sense and feel it too when you've watched one too many videos and you'll go to, you know, or read one too many chapters or books or whatever. You'll sense the hesitation, and that could well be inner self saying, hey, slow down, let's integrate what we've taken on board already if we want to get the most out of things. And remember now, I'm just one of you guys. So don't take everything I say for gospel here. Maybe that's too linear. I'm sure that there's loads of people around the world way ahead of where I am. All right, you guys have things, we all have things to teach one another. So I think the only thing we need to take seriously and invest real trust in is our own heart And it's nice to listen to other people, but when we listen to them from heart, then we get the echoing inside. Um, it starts out faint, and maybe it'll just be, this is really good, and I don't feel comfortable with this other. We'll watch somebody's video or something like that. I still love when somebody subscribes to me to go out to their site and watch a few of their things. Or if they're not uploaders, then, I look through their favorites. I want to get a sense of who you are. And maybe I won't always have time for that because I'm getting a lot more communications now than I used to. 400 subscribers now. That's amazing. That's amazing. But, it is what it is, and we're all linking up. But we're not going to do things externally together so much as the importance is the linking up within, the breaking down of the barriers, all the thoughts and beliefs that say we're separate beings. We're not. We're separate perspectives of the one being. And as we let that in, that's an automatic union, joining up, and oneness with our brethren. And it's not just the other people walking the face of the earth. It's the dolphins. It's the waters. It's everything. It's the trees. There was I had one rose in the backyard that, in spite of the cold weather and the November date, it bloomed for me, and I cut it and I brought it in and I enjoyed it for days and days. I even took a picture of it, several pictures. And then just the other day, there was one more in the front, and I guess it was chilly and kind of nasty out, and it was several days before I realized, oh my God, that beauty has been out there blooming, waiting for me. It wanted to come in too, just like I loved up on that other rose, and it lifts my heart, like the rainbows from the crystals lift me up. The fragrance of a flower will do the same thing, especially a rose. And so I went out there, and even though the bloom on it was a little overripe, I couldn't, it's an old rose bush. I couldn't believe the fragrance. It was intoxicating, you know. The roses that it makes don't have the visual perfection. I even tried to dig that bush up once many years ago and plant something else there. I planted a spirea there, but the little bush was stubborn, and the roots went very deep, and so it's held its own. But I'm speechless with the beauty of the fragrance of that rose. And I cried. It's so beautiful. And that rose and I celebrated the eternalness of the moment, how forever, throughout all eternity, I can come back and have the fragrance, the smell of that rose. And I can bask and bathe in that and just bliss out on it. That's really special. Your moments are special. The things that bring you joy, treat yourself to them. Love yourself. Take care.